It is time for another most amazing top 10 video. Welcome back guys, good to see you again. My name is Danny Berg and I've been looking recently at a darker side of the internet. Now it's a side where people are often taken advantage of and sometimes they end up losing a lot of money. To make sure this doesn't happen to all you lovely folks, let's get into our top 10 worst internet scams you should avoid. Coming in at number 10, we have the Nigerian 401 scam. It got its name from originating in Nigeria but has since spread everywhere. If you haven't heard of it, it's a scam where a random stranger emails you saying they have to send you a lot of money in order to transfer it out of their country. They usually have some sort of story like they're the wealthy son or daughter of royalty or big company CEOs, and they include a sad story to show their desperation. What could possibly go wrong? Well, first they ask you to pay a small transfer fee to help get the millions of dollars through, and if you agree, then surprise surprise, a bigger transfer fee appears. Guess what? These small fees won't ever stop appearing and the large sum of money you were promised will never appear. You might think it sounds crazy, but enough people fall for this every year for the scammers to stay in business. Alright, coming in at number 9 now, we have the romance scam. There are millions of people around the world who find love over the internet every single year and it's made a lot of people very happy. But sadly, some scammers have found a way to turn this positive thing into conning people out of their money. The scammer will start an online relationship with the victim and things will move very quickly until they are privately texting or messaging. The scammer will seem very genuine, very loving, very quickly until they feel they have the victim's trust. Then they will ask them to send some money. They will say it's for a family emergency or because they lost their job, but quite commonly it will be so they can buy a plane ticket to come visit them. Losing money is bad enough, but the victims of these scams are often left heartbroken where they never hear from the scammer again. Next up at number 8, we have the fake online shop scam. These days with so many people buying things online, some of us might visit website after website after website, but you have to stop and take a close look at the actual address bar. Scammers have set up websites that look just like your favorite online retailers. They may have the same layouts, the same logos, and the URL might only be 1 or 2 letters different, but they are not the real thing. However, like the real thing, they will ask you for your card details when you go to order your item, but your order isn't coming. The worst month for this kind of scam is December, presumably as people desperately try and do the Christmas shopping they should have done weeks ago. Sounds a lot like me. Alright, moving on to number 7, we have the old friend scam. Now it starts with a message from a friend on social media, perhaps an old friend that you don't even speak to anymore. It looks like their profile, but really they have been hacked. If you're lucky, they'll message you with a very obvious bait to get you to sign up to some sort of scam. These are 2 messages from my own Twitter where old friends randomly sent me a bizarre link to business opportunities. Sometimes though, the scammer will try to mimic your friend and have conversations with you about catching up until they suddenly have an interesting business proposal. That doesn't sound like your old friend, that's because it's not. But guys, don't get too paranoid. Sometimes your old friends will want to reconnect. Don't call them a scammer. It's not the best way to make friends. Coming in at number 6, we have the unexpected winning scam. Most of us have probably seen this one at one point or another. You're browsing through random sites and suddenly there's a pop-up and congratulations! You've been selected from your area to take part in congratulations, your possible prize. Congratulations! You won! You are the 999,999th visitor. Congratulations! You won! Click here to play. Stop. Ignore them. Don't click on them, they're not good. Despite this being a popular internet scam, people still fall for it. If you didn't enter a lottery, you won't have won that lottery. They're going to make you pay for a prize you won't ever receive. And also, I've never heard of a company giving out a prize for you being their 1 millionth visitor. And even if they did, they wouldn't contact you through a pop-up that looks like it was made in 2002. Moving on to number 5, we have the easy money scams. Scammers know that most of us would love a job that requires not much effort, pays very well, and can be done at home. The scammer will contact you by email about joining their scheme. One example is where the victim pays a fee for a construction starter kit to craft jewelry or equipment, but when they go to sell it back to the company, they are told their work isn't good enough and they won't get paid. Others don't even get a reply at all, and the victims are left hundreds of dollars out of pocket. The best way to avoid a scam like this is remember one simple fact. No legitimate job will demand you pay them money to start working for them. That's pretty much the opposite of how the whole job thing works. Okay, at number 4 now, we have the charity scam. Now, even when horrible disasters happen around the world, the internet scammer will stoop lower than ever to con charitable people out of their money. After a disaster such as a flood or an earthquake, the victim will get an email supposedly from someone affected by that event, asking them desperately for money to help them survive. It's a natural thing for us to want to help real people in these situations, and the scammer knows this and they exploit it. Once the victim sends the money, they will either never hear from the scammer again or even have their account information stolen. Honestly guys, don't let these people ruin your faith in humanity or your desire to help those in need. Just always make sure to check that the charity is an official one or that the victims are genuine. Next up at number 3, we have the fake antivirus scam. A lot of scammers try and install viruses into people's computers to get access to their accounts or money, and as a result of that, people try and get good antivirus programs. The problem is, sometimes they get antivirus programs made by actual scammers. Yeah, the victim will usually get some sort of pop-up saying their computer is infected with a virus and that the only way to stop it is to download their antivirus by clicking on a handy link. The antivirus software is now cleaning your computer, but oh no, something's happened. It's now frozen about halfway and it's saying you need to pay if you want to go any further. Yeah, no. Don't do that. That card information is going straight into the hands of scammers, and that antivirus software is probably a virus itself. Make sure you take the time to get a real one. Alright, moving on to number 2, we have the quiz scam. You've all seen those quizzes online. Which Disney princess are you? Which Hogwarts house are you in? Which US state do you really belong in? I want to know. So you click on the link your friend posted, you rush through the answers, you put in your phone number like it asked, and you get your result. Yes! I knew I was Snow White. I knew it the whole time. But wait, what's this? A month later, you see a suspicious charge on your phone bill. Now it becomes obvious why they wanted your phone number. You were actually signing up for a monthly service. Now many of these quizzes out there are totally fine, but some are malicious. You don't always need a quiz to tell you which Disney princess you are. I know I'm Snow White in my heart. And finally now at number 1, we have the free movie scam. With streaming services like Netflix and Amazon Prime, it's obvious that everyone wants on-demand movies. For those people that don't want to pay a fee though, it doesn't take much searching until you find a site that offers movie and TV show streaming just like Netflix, but for free. And all you have to do is download their easy to use program or browser plugin. Some of them might even show you a small clip of the movie to make you think you're just one quick download away from free content for life. But no matter how desperate you are to watch that movie or next episode, it's probably not going to be real. The program will take the details you put in to gain access to your online accounts. The general rule to go by is if you don't recognize a company and you have to download a program for the free movies, it's a big fat scam. Well guys, that was our top 10 worst internet scams you should avoid, and I hope you avoid them well. Even if you've never been scammed in your life, millions of people out there are being scammed every single day, so remember the ones we've talked about. Maybe share this with anyone you think it might help as well. I'm probably going to go send this exact video to my grandma right now. In the meantime guys, thanks as ever for watching Most Amazing Top 10. My name is Danny Berg, Instagram is down there, and I'll see all you guys in the next one.